I'm Amanda Littell.
And I'm Gary Littell.
And this is Littell Electric.
Starting the company stemmed from the economic downturn in 2008. Before that, we were thinking about starting a company. My boss at the time, who I really loved, came in and said, hey, we don't have a lot going on. Does anybody have anything going on at this point? I waited till after the meeting, walked outside and said, hey, why don't you lay me off and I'll give it a go. And he was like, you're like the last one I'm laying off here. I was like, no, let's do it. So I went home, told Amanda that I quit my job. And
he came home 2 days after we had bought a house and told me he quit his job. And I was like, what? You did what?
She had a little mini meltdown because we just purchased a home, but
2 days, yeah.
Goodness gracious. Okay, so
YOLO. Yeah. Kind of the rest is history with that. The biggest challenges that I felt like I had to go into were that I didn't know a lot about the business side of things. Even though I went to school for business, I had to learn a lot as I went. Amanda had to learn a lot. We both built it together. And yeah, there was a lot of trial and error along the way for sure.
And the beginning of the business was kind of sweet. He was doing it out of our house, and he didn't have room big enough for plans to estimate. And so he would use our daughter's little princess table to put out all his plans.
Since 2009, the company's grown from literally $100 in the bank and a truck loan. Now we have 23 employees, quadrupled our space. And so we've come a long way in 13 years. Growing the company the first few years was difficult. We did everything with paper. Amanda, being the accountant, she had QuickBooks, so everything we had to take, we would, write it down on paper, a work order, and then write down the material. So that really got messy. It got difficult to keep track of, and it was hard with that. So we really started feeling like we needed to look for some software. There was a tech talk that we decided to go be a part of. Simpro got up there, and it literally clicked for me, and Amanda and I turned to each other and we were like, that's it for us. We're going to Simpro for sure. And we walked up to the two people that talked about it, shook their hands and said, we're all in. Give us a call and we want to get started with you guys. So when we decided to switch to Simpro, our breaking point at the time was that we had so many aspects of our business spread amongst different things in our company. So we had QuickBooks, we had paperwork orders, we had a different app. We were trying to implement a project management software. What happened with Simpro is we were able to take all of that and bring it into one software, which is really what we were looking for. We wanted to be able to do our dashboard with service management, our project management, our inventory management. We wanted to take all of that and incorporate it into one software. And the biggest thing with that is financially, that tied to our financial software, QuickBooks, which allowed Amanda an easier way to do payroll, to do billing, our AIA documents, all that sort of stuff. So Simpro really did integrate that whole business world for us into one software. Simpro has definitely saved us not only time, but it saved us money on manpower because we're able to do more with Simpro with less employees in the office.
My name's Kevin Jackson. I am the senior estimator at Littell Electric. Once we get awarded a project job, everything that we do after that, we want to have attached in some way. That way we can go back and reference and see our progress. And the previous software that we used did not have that ability. So if you wanted to try and search for something, you're looking for a needle in a haystack. And the way that we use it now is you've got the search bar at the top. I can type in a keyword and it'll pop up all those things and I can scroll, oh yeah, there it is right there. Click on that, go back to what that was attached to, then look at the history of all of the work and all of the quotes that were attached with that. It's a game changer. I call it our business management software. We run our business through Simpro. It does everything that we need to do. It picks up the slack so we don't have to.
I am Anthony Walker, and I am the service manager for Littell Electric. Simpro really helps with the scheduling. It makes it pretty easy to go in and see where everybody's scheduled for the day. You can schedule weeks out and everything, which is really helpful. So scheduling is huge. Project management side is huge with it. I mean, you get to see where you're at on a project on a daily basis instead of having to go back in and keep looking back and finding where you're at with material and billing and everything. So it's been pretty smooth, pretty helpful. Honestly, my favorite part is probably scheduling. It's so simple to schedule and manage projects that way that it's awesome. You can take it as far as you possibly want to. I mean, we are pretty deep in Simpro, and I don't even think we're really scratching the surface. So I think that there's so much room to just grow with the software as you're using it that it's pretty hard not to recommend.
When I was a technician myself, I really did not like having to do everything written all the time. My daily job sites logs written, my timesheets written, seeing what I'm doing for the day, talking to your boss. So Simpro Mobile was really great because it integrated all of those things. For us, we were able to see your daily schedule. On top of that, for us in the office, having technician notes all the time, immediately synced. We're able to run reports when it comes to schedules and time frames. And those schedules also include technician notes and when they were there, what days. We send those off to general contractors all the time. They love seeing that sort of stuff. When you have 23, 25 employees, tracking all that is really difficult without having something that's doing it for you. So it has saved us a lot of time, and it does save us a lot of money too, because it's able to do things quicker and without more office staff.
Simpro makes everything easier. It's not a lie.
Simpro, work smarter.